Hi everybody. I'm having fun today. I'm sitting here with a pedal board on my desk and asking myself the question about why it was so easy. When I was a kid, you had 6 strings and an acoustic guitar, and you didn't have all these knobs and buttons and shit. So anyhow. I can make this box sound like a amplifier, and I got some pretty effects. Anyhow, I'm having fun. I can sound like two Joe Satrianis. That's fun. Anyhow, today's volume is why improvise? Just listen. So I'm going to break it down into 2 things. I'm going to start with the why improvise. I'm gonna tell you that I don't like the word improvise because for me it's a halfway word, and it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange for me because I feel like it's a word like I'll say the religious people, they pull a word out of the Bible called rejoice, and we don't use that day to day. And so I feel the same about the word improvise. Yeah, Bob showed up today because the brain surgeon wasn't here, so it's Bob's gonna improvise your surgery today. So I feel like it's a halfway word. Anyway, I was thinking about songs on the guitar, and all my other guitar friends, they want to learn these songs, and this was some time ago, but so 3 songs come to mind: Cliffs of Dover, Eric Johnson; Eruption, Eddie Van Halen; and Always With Me, Always With You, Joe Satriani. And so, and I asked myself, why have I never learned the songs to completion? And when I say I can play bits and pieces of them, but when I say to completion, what do I mean? I just mean that I didn't sit in the bedroom with the door shut and the record player or the 8-track or whatever you wanted to call it, and turning it off and on, trying to learn the thing note for note, because I don't want to play like Eric Johnson. I don't want to play like Eddie Van Halen. I don't want to be another Joe Satriani. No disrespect to them. I think they're great players, but that's not what I'm after. I'm hoping that my listeners here on the channel, that you're like me, you're either sitting in your bedroom dreaming about being a guitar player, you're either playing guitar now and trying to get ahead, trying to make a living at it, or you wanna record your music. I can't find a local band, so what do? I'm here in North Carolina, just below Raleigh, and what do? well, I'm still working, and so I get off work, and at night I play music. I record my stuff. I, you know, I bought $100 bass so I can play bass with myself. I bought drum loops from Yurt Rock. I'm doing what I can to play music, but I'm not copying other players. I don't want to copy other players. So why improvise? I'd rather change the word to playing music with other people. I listen a lot, and I feel like I've heard Freebird so many times and played it so many times that when I was younger, that I could go find Leonard Skinner playing somewhere today and sit in and play the solo for it. But did I want to learn that solo note for note? Did I want to play like that? I did it because that's what the band was playing, basically, and that's what everybody, in the dive bar wanted to hear when I was playing. So anyway, part 2 of my video is listen. And so I want to talk about some other people that I'm listening to on YouTube and getting information from them, because I'm sitting here in my home in North Carolina and playing music. I've been recently making jam tracks, and so I'm picking drum loops and I'm playing bass parts and I'm chopping rhythm chords and that kind of thing. So I'm essentially getting to play, but there's 2 guys that are on YouTube, Justin Ostrander and Nikki V. They both are doing work in Nashville, and you can get some really good information from their channel. So I'll give a shout out to those 2 guys. This morning, Justin's video was about numbering, and when I'm here to tell you about listening, I've been playing the guitar since I was 4 years old, and I've never spoken with another individual about chords being numbers. And we'll use C, F, and G. I'll say C is a 1, and an F is a 4, and a G is a 5 chord. It's just a number. And Justin was talking about writing charts on his channel, and we were listening to another musician that plays here in North Carolina and Texas, and he plays country music, and we were listening to one of his songs, and Justin was calling out the numbers, and he was writing down the chart for the session. And he goes, oh, that's a 1 chord, that's a 4 chord, back to the 1, switch to the 5 chord. And so I was able to call out the numbers while I was watching his video. And I've never thought about it, really. I never have really thought about it. My video yesterday was about modal, and I've learned about the modes, and I'll call them scale patterns based on, I was using C major. And so G mixolydian, I understand that sound, and it's because of listening. And I think that's this morning I looked up Always With Me, Always With You, Joe Satriani, because I have a friend and I were talking about it, and I played it in the wrong chord when I picked up the guitar, but I started in A because it just felt right. In the lead, you know, the solo. And so, you know, and how did I know that? I don't know. It's like a lullaby or a Bach piece or something. I played classical guitar, and you remember it, and so it's the sound. And if you can't play a song like that, and you want to play a song like that, at least you should get it in your head first, so that you know the song. You know, I could probably hum the bends, where he bends strings. Yeah, I can't say any more to provide anybody advice about playing guitar than to listen more. Listen, listen, listen. In that song, Always With Me, Always With You, Joe Satriani, I thought it had drums. It doesn't have drums. It's got hand claps. And drums are the hardest thing for me to reproduce here at home, in a digital audio workstation. I'm sure you guys know what a DAW is. But yeah, the only way you're going to figure it out is listen. So my 58 years into playing the guitar, I'm going to start listening more, because I'm sitting here at home and I don't have a drummer. My drummer's in Virginia. That's where I grew up. So yeah, listen. So anyway, I hope that helps, and I'm hoping to for my next video, volume 3, I'm thinking about, I could care less to learn Cliffs of Dover. I could care less to learn Eruption. I could care less to learn Always With Me, Always With You. And because I don't feel like it's unattainable. Like, I know people that feel like they can't, they just gotta learn Eruption. And they look at it as something that's unattainable. I played some classical guitar pieces that are just horrendous, but I had the music. I could look at the music, so I knew what the composer wanted. So I could look at the sheet music. I don't know what Eddie Van Halen wanted. He's had 6 beers and a cigarette, and he ripped out a pretty phenomenal tune, right? But I don't want to learn it note for note. My goal's not to play like Eddie Van Halen. Same thing with Stevie Ray Vaughan. I think he is the shit on the guitar. Especially, the blues playing and the tone of his guitar, and what he gets out of tube amps, and yeah. But I don't want somebody to hear me and go, oh, he sounds just like Stevie Ray Vaughan. I could care less about that. So I'll just say, work on being yourself. And yeah, take on the Eddie Van Halen Eruption solo. See if you can get all the way through it. If that's your thing. It's not really my thing, but if you can do it, learn it. Yeah. But I've got this quality thing, and if I'd learned Eruption, I would have to play all the parts, and I'd have to record it myself and produce it as a cover, and I can't, I just can't do that from home. I don't know. I wouldn't be pleased if I had a backing track without the solo, and I played the solo, even if I recorded it that way. I probably wouldn't be satisfied. But I'll tell you, that's I was telling you about volume 3 tomorrow. I did I did download Only for You, you know, or Always with Me, Always with You, Satriani's tune. So I was going to call tomorrow's episode Only for You, and do a couple of videos of me going through how I would go about approaching learning that. I feel like you learn the notes, you memorize the melody, you forget all the bends and the whammy bars and all that stuff, and you get the melody, learn the melody, play with it enough yourself that forget the tone. You know, I have this pedal board, this Boss ME90 I just got, so I didn't have to buy all these pedals all over again. I've had pedals in the past, and there's some really good ones out there now, but you couldn't afford to put together what I want, at least on my budget. So I probably can dial this Boss ME90 in and get that sound that Satriani has, but I'm not going to do that first. First, I'd like to learn the song. So I'm going to go about learning the song, I think. Even though I really don't want to, but I'm going to do it for you guys. So, yeah, that's it. That's what tomorrow's video is going to be about. So, it's Saturday. I'm going to get back to practice and have a good day. Bye.